everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome to my top 5 books of April 2021. So by now you are probably very familiar with this little sub-series that I'm filming in December, but I'm going to talk about the top 5 books that I read in the month of April this year, as well as any rereads that I had. So without further ado, in April this year I read a total of 47 things, mixture of novels, short stories, picture books, etc. That's why it's such a large number. I read a total of 11,039 pages, and I think along with my top 5 reads, I also have 3 rereads. In no particular order, these are some of my favourite books from that month. There is The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. This is just a delightful science fiction story with a really lovely male-male romance in it. It's set on Earth, but you have aliens and secret government organisations, and we follow Nate, who goes to his parents' old cabin, and there he discovers 2 squatters. He finds out that their names are Alex, and Alex is looking after a very interesting, unique little girl called Artemis Darth Vader, who knows more than she should. And the whole thing is just an incredible adventure, and it is very high stakes, and I loved it. And the relationship that develops between Nate and Alex is just gorgeous. I also have The Fixer by Jessica Gadziala, and to be perfectly honest, I could probably put the entire professional series on here. I just picked one book and I decided to go with the first book in the series. This is a book that Heather recommended to me, and then I promptly marathoned reading the entire series after reading this one because I loved it so much. It is about a group of individuals who work for a fixer agency, so they're the people that you call in when you want to clean up a crime. We start off with the person who founded the agency, Quinn, as he goes out to investigate a request for assistance by Avon, who believed that she was being stalked, and when he finds her, she has just killed the man that broke into her house. And so while he was initially not going to take this case, he decides that he's going to help her, and he takes care of everything. And the whole series is amazing. You get to meet all of the characters, and each book introduces new characters, so the series is going to be ongoing. I love the whole thing. I also read and really enjoyed The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Danan. This one just had a really delightful relationship in it. Naomi was one of my favourite characters in The Roommate. She is a former sex worker who has turned her attention to educating people about sex and relationships, and she's trying to cultivate a bigger reach for her company and her program, and this unintentionally brings her to the attention of Ethan Cohen, who is a rabbi, and he proposes a series of lectures on modern intimacy for his synagogue and the people who attend. It is complex and beautiful and gorgeous, and I loved it. I also loved Actor A.J. Brown, which is probably my favourite of all of the Brown sisters books, which was, you know, kind of surprising because I didn't think anything was going to beat Danny, but I think this one did it because Eve is just a delightful, chaotic, sunshiny character, and she ends up falling for this absolute grump in Jacob when she stumbles across his inn, you know, on a whim decides that she's going to apply for the chef position that seems to be open for applicants, and then nearly runs him over with her car. Talk about a series of weird and random events that lead up to a relationship. So I love this. It's delightful. Talia Hibbert is awesome. And then finally, I have a historical romance, and while I have read some historical romance this year, it is not my go-to subgenre of romance, even though I seem to have acquired a significant number of these books that are sitting on my TBR cart. But I think this is possibly my favourite historical romance that I've read this year, and it is Waiting for a Scot Like You by Eva Lee. It is just so delightfully fun. It is an age gap romance with an older woman. Duncan is escorting Lady Farris to an orgy, and he doesn't realise that that's what it is at the time. The whole thing is fun and funny and entertaining. These 2 characters have an immense amount of chemistry, and Beatrice, or Lady Farris, is just this amazing character who has lived her life and has decided she no longer cares what anyone thinks, and she is going to do exactly what she wants. And it's about both of them figuring out what it is that they want and how to be in a relationship with one another, and it's well worth checking out. And I did have 3 rereads this month. One was Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross, which I reread with the audio because I received an audio ARC and was reviewing it. Fabulous audio. So Wolf Gone Wild is paranormal romance with wolf shifters and witches, and the audio is amazing. Highly recommend listening to the audiobooks for all of the series. And I also reread 2 more Side Changeling books, Heart of Obsidian and Shield of Winter, all of which have full-length, like hour-long videos of me gushing about all of them, so I will leave those linked on the screen for you as well. In the comments, let me know if you have read these books, what you thought of them, or feel free to share your favourite book from April. If you don't want to let me know, if you don't want If you want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave your favourite coloured heart emoji in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.